Erev Shabbos, everyone. This week's Parsha is out of Emor. In Parshas Emor, we have the mitzvahs of the Kahanim, we have the mitzvahs of the animals that are suitable to be brought on the altar, and then we have the mitzvahs of the Yom Tovim, the sacred Yom Tovim, in which we have the opportunity to congregate together and engage in the mitzvahs of each Yom Tov. We find that the Yom Tovim are introduced. For example, on Pesach it says, "B'chodesh Harishon, B'arba Asa," on the first month. On the 14th, we'll bring the Paschal Lamb. On the 15th, we have the festival of Matzahs. We find in regard to Rosh Hashanah, it says in the 7th month, on the first day. Then it says on the 10th day is Yom Kippur. On the 15th day is Sukkot. But then when it comes to Shavuos, the Torah tells us that on the second day of Pesach, we bring the Omer, the barley offering, and we begin counting until 50 days. We count 49 days, and on the 50th day, it says, we bring a new offering, and this day is holy, and we should not desecrate this day. What is it about Shavuos? Why doesn't the Torah tell us that in the third month, on the 6th day, we have the sacred day of Shavuos? Why doesn't it mention it? Not only that, the essence of Shavuos is that this is Yom Matan Torah Seinu. This is the day when the Torah was given. And Pesach, it tells us it's the festival of matzahs. Sukkot, it tells us we dwell in the sukkah. And Yom Kippur, it tells us it's the Day of Atonement. And yet there is absolutely no mention. Rosh Hashanah speaks about the shofar, Zichron and Trua. Shavuos, no mention at all about the character of Shavuos. Why is this omitted? In addition, we know that in Judaism, our new day begins at night. It was evening, it was morning, day one. That's why Shabbos, Yom Tov, everything starts at sundown. And yet we find a verse in which it says, "V'higisa boy yomam v'loyla," and you shall engage, immerse yourselves within this, referring to Torah study, day and night. Why does it put the daytime before the night? It should have said we should immerse ourselves night and day. Night is when the new day begins, the new period begins. Why is it changed over here? There is a verse in Ecclesiastes and Sefer Kehelas in which it says, "Ein kol chodosh tachas hashemesh." There is nothing new under the sun. A very famous phrase that we're all familiar with. In the Medrash, it makes the following observation. King Solomon is telling us in Ecclesiastes, there is nothing new under the sun, but above the sun, there is something new. What does this mean? What is under the sun? What's above the sun? Our sages explain the sun, the solar system, it represents all of the earthly, all that is material, all that is physical. There is nothing new. Within the physical world of nature, there's nothing new. It was all created by God in the 6 days of creation. And man has the opportunity and responsibility to discover that which God has placed within our earth, to use it. But there is nothing that we can create that doesn't already exist. We might be able to duplicate, replicate, but it's already here. There is nothing new in the world of matter. That's beneath the sun. But what about that which is above the sun? That means that which is not limited by, and it transcends the world of nature, the world of matter. That refers to the spiritual. In the spiritual realm, there are new things. What does that mean? It means that there are portals that can be opened by the human mind, that can be sensed by the human soul, that perhaps didn't exist until the human being applied themselves and was able to come upon this. This is something new. How do we attain this new thing? How does one grasp this? How do we find this which is new? And this is what the Torah is telling us. Torah is telling us, V'higisa boy, engage in Torah study. Torah study is not just a mitzvah like other mitzvahs. Torah study is not just a means by which we familiarize ourselves with Jewish law. All that is true. Torah study is the portal to all that is eternal. It is the bond that connects us with our Creator. It is that which opens up the doors to that which has no limit. It transcends the world of matter. It cannot be confined. When it says that Shavuos is on the 50th day after we count, why doesn't it tell us the month and the day? The answer is Pesach is limited to a specific time. If we eat matzah today, we're not fulfilling the mitzvah. Shofar limited to Rosh Hashanah. Sukkah, Lulav Esrog limited to Sukkot. Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement, limited to Yom Kippur. But Torah is not limited to the Yontif of Shavuos. Yes, on Shavuos we receive the Torah and we rejoice with this incredible gift. But every single day is a day of Matan Teresenu. It's a day in which we realize, Asher B'chabanu, you chose us, God, and you are the Nosein Torah. Nosein is in present tense. You are constantly giving us Torah. Not you gave it to us a few thousand years ago at Sinai, and now we discover every day you are giving us an opportunity to realize and recognize something brand new. We say in Shema, and if you listen, you will listen. What does that mean? Our sages say if we listen to that which we assume we already know, we will listen and hear things that we didn't realize were contained in that. We will discover new knowledge we weren't even aware of. This is the incredible gift of Torah. Torah cannot be confined to a particular point in time. Therefore, the Torah says, after Shavuot, after Pesach, we count, and now we have the Yontif. But to say that this Yontif is on this date, the Yontif of Shavuos, meaning the opportunity of Kabbalas HaTorah, accepting the Torah and using and understanding the Torah, and it opens the portals of eternity, that's available every single day. That's why it says, we shall engage and immerse in Torah study day and night, not night and day, because night and day represents the limited confines that are found within time. Torah defies the limitations of time. And why doesn't the Torah expound upon the nature of Shavuos? This Yontif of Shavuos, tell us what it is. It's a day of Torah. The answer is, if it would say that Shavuos is the day of Torah, I might think the rest of the year I cannot engage and grasp the Torah that is available on the Yontif of Shavuos. Shavuos is the portal to eternity, defying the limitations of the earthly existence. What about the rest of the year? Therefore, the Torah purposely omits this element that Shavuos is Matan Teresenu, when we receive the Torah, to tell us that every single day it is available for each and every one of us, no matter what level we find ourselves on. If we can sit down and study for 2 hours and immerse ourselves in the depths of the Talmud, fabulous. And if we can just open up maybe an art scroll Chumash and read a little bit and see a commentary for 5 minutes, fabulous. It's the world and the portal of eternity. And the key to this eternity is Hashem's Torah. The Torah that he says we should engage day and night. The Torah that he has chosen us, how fortunate we are to have this gift of the Torah, that Hashem is Nosein Torah, he gives to us each and every day. We have the privilege to transcend the earthly existence, the limitations of nature, and to exist within the realm above the sun. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay Jewish. Have a wonderful Shabbat.